let me just get this all set up here on the, why is it not showing? It says I'm live. Home. Oh, I gotta, oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Oh, Gracie, hush.
Make your browser fast.
Okay.
Make your browser safe. Make your browser Chrome. Choose Google Chrome for your computer.
Alrighty. Hey, Linda. All right, let me just see. Yes, this is the correct link. Although it won't let me. It won't let me. Well, I guess I have to sign in, but I need to see the chat. That's all I need to see. So, oh, and I better put it on live chat, right? Right? Because I'm not signed in on my laptop because I did a whole bunch of changing of passwords and stuff this weekend. So I'm not going to be able to participate in the chat with typing, just with talking. So where'd it go? Oh, it's on the floor. Oh, damn. This is, we got 5 rows now. We need 7 more. Hey, hey, hey. Which end am I working on right now? Which side am I working on? I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, right near the end we'll put the... Okay. How's everybody doing today? I'm going to be hoping to get these 7 rows done before tomorrow because I want to take Briar's quilt off the frame and I have to drape it over this table to finish it. Briar is in his new apartment. Thanks for everybody's prayers. Father helped him. We gave him one of our spare beds, and let's see if I can. There we go. I'll see that better. There we go. All right, so we are gonna start with a solid. Well, not a solid, but one of these. Happy Labor Day, yeah. Howie's like, I was all on my way back from Briar's. I was going to, he said, I was in the mood to do something. He said, and then boom. He said, I got home and I just couldn't do it. Okay. Oh, that's going to go nice. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you, some of these blue squares are slightly smaller, so I'm having to adjust things as I go. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's love, baby. Let's get it on. We're all sensitive people with so much to give. Understand me, sugar. But since we got to be here, let's live. I love you. There's nothing wrong with me loving you. Okay. something bright here. Yeah. It went well. It went well. Briar, see, I have to sign it. Okay, I'm not going to bother signing in. Oh, shoot. Just Dad and Sunshine. But it's okay. There wasn't a lot because everything is closed today. Everything is closed. So, we gave him our little mini fridge out of the pantry. And, oh, I have to text Arthur when he gets to his destination. He wants to know if he can have one of Granddad's lamp tables. So, there's two of them, so I'm pretty sure Arthur won't mind. They're really big, too. So, okay, I don't want a blueberry one. Let's do one of these. There's nothing wrong. And apparently Howie said I should be able to do the stairs because there's actually only 2 flights because the first floor is actually down below. So the front steps take you to the landing of almost the 2nd floor. So I'll probably be taking him shopping. So what's everybody doing for Labor Day? Tomorrow's Tuesday, which is normally my day off, and I want to finish this top, get Briar's off, and finish his. I can't wait. I'm going to get to shop for Christmas for him this year without just buying socks and body wash. And last year I bought him a rice cooker. No, the year before I bought him a rice cooker. So I'm going to be able to actually shop for his apartment, which I'm really excited about. Did everybody see the Linda, can you put up the link for yesterday's live so that people can get the information for the greeting card and seed exchange? Somebody went into the comments and said, and it's okay, I mean, but this is why I tell people to watch the whole video. Don't ask me questions unless you've watched the whole video. Because they said, well, I think that's illegal, sharing seeds across state or across country lines. And I said, please pay attention. I put I said, please pay attention. It's going to be Canadians exchanging with Canadians. And, Canadians exchanging with Canadians and Americans exchanging with Americans, right? So, I mean, and not only that, it's all in the description box below that video. So if you could put the link, Linda, in the comments here, so that if anybody hasn't signed up for the greeting card seed exchange, because we're doing it early this year. Today is the first day. You have until September 30th to get your addresses in. So that, and that because October 1st, I'm going to start making the lists. I'm going to try and get my computer or my printer working. Is nobody talking? Let me sign in. Let me just sign in and I'll come back. Next. Okay. Oh, no, that's wrong. Oh, no. Forgot password. See, I just can't do this right now. Oh, for God's sake. Make sure your Bluetooth is on. That's stupid. Okay, let's just go to... I'm just not going to be able to participate in the chat. What's going on? Okay.
This bad boy turns your $10 Target sneaker.
Okay. Oops. There we go. What are we talking about? How can I store all my peels from tomatoes until tomorrow? Put them in the freezer, in a bag. That's where all my scraps go. Come on, baby. Let your love come out. If you believe in love, let's get it on. God, I'm out of key today. That's because I'm focusing on sewing, I think. Alrighty. Pull for the shore, Bev. Okay, how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And we are going to put... it should have been here. But we're going to put it here. I don't want it on the end. Damn. Ah! What the heck is going on here? Oh, for the love of Mike. Okay. I know. No, I know. I'm actually going to put out on Facebook in the local, if there's anybody local that can service sewing machines. Because, you know what? I'm going to move this over just a little bit too. Because I don't want to have to take it all the way into Ottawa. So remind me when I get off of here to go on to Facebook Marketplace and see if I can find anybody who services sewing machines. Pull for the shore. Okay. That is row number 6. Hey, firefighter and medic. Looks, you know what? I was just telling Howie, that it looks a whole lot better than I expected it to. But if you can imagine those panels that I was going to use in the beginning, think about the surrounding those with new fabric blocks would have made it look uneven and not nice, right? But this, the blocks are going right into place and it looks so much more, I don't know. But when I'm done this, I'm going to make Mikey a stick, a memory stick of me redoing this quilt. For the simple reason is this is the last quilt he's ever going to receive from me. All of these quilts that I'm making are going to be the last quilts. These are all the last quilts, except Briar. Briar seems to have gotten the short end of the stick for quilts. He's only got 2. So I'm going to take my, I'm going to take one of my other quilts and my old one, like the pink one on my bed, the cupcake one, it's just in tatters. So I'm going to remake him another one and hopefully he'll get it for Christmas. But I'm really looking forward to Christmas this year because like last year, he did really crappy. He said the car ran so well that he messed up. He kept red lighting and starting too fast and starting out of the gate too fast. But now we know how the car works. And there's going to be a couple more races before. Oh, shit. Oh, well, look it. I've got 2 reds, but at least they're kitty corner, right? Darn it. Damn it, Janet. Well, I just know that, I'm pretty good at, making sure my machines, the tensions are right and all that stuff. But I just couldn't do it. And I don't know how to, it needs to be cleaned out, right? So I'm just going to see, maybe I'll get lucky, with someone from the area. So. Now I'm going to sew this, and while my iron heats up, I'm going to put the kettle on for a cup of tea. If Renita Madrid's in here, I love these scissors. I'm going to buy myself a great big pair, like tailor shears. I want to restart that. Hey, how's it going, Gypsy Mama? Waiting on a text from my baby boy that he's home. Did you have a good time, Autumn? Like, it was Nat's birthday on Thursday, folks. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy belated birthday, dear Autumn Gypsy. Happy birthday to you. And it looks like you had an amazing birthday with folks from far and near coming to celebrate with you. That's awesome. Let's take that pin out. Hey, yellow bird. Buttermilk chicken? What's that? Get that pin. So, fall is almost here. And it's going shopping this weekend, or this coming weekend, but it's going to be on the 19th of September weekend when I'm really going to do some shopping. I'm going to try and get to the farmer's market this weekend to get some more stuff. Expected 10. He said he was coming up for the weekend. I texted his dad in Vermont, his brother and others. You had 20. Oh, that's awesome. I'm lucky if I can get 5 people or 6 people together in my house because we live so far away from everybody. And with Nan gone, Christmas just ain't going to be Christmas this year. But maybe Karen can come up for Christmas and spend it with us. Okay. But I'm really looking forward to shopping for Briar. Because I told him, make his list. Christmas is coming. It's going to be so much fun shopping for more than just body wash. You know, towels and tea towels. And sheets for his bed. You know what I mean? Did I get the pin out of that? Okay. Oh, trust me, Joe Mama. I'm getting stuff for the freezer. If I have to, I'll buy another freezer. My big one is dying. Oh, shit. Try that again. Oh, wow. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Pin out. Hey, EJ, how many people we got here? Well, we'll wait a few more minutes and then we'll do the shout out. What's the Sicilian? I have that book. Ah! I'm going to sew through that end again. I can't believe this even has reverse, you know what I mean? All right, now I'm going to put this on the ironing board. Oops, I missed a stitch. Alrighty, and then I'm going to put the kettle on, and then I'm going to show you how we've gotten so far. Yeah, I got kitty corner red there, but you know what? It still doesn't look bad. I gotta put the kettle on. If you believe in love, whoa, that's bad. You believe in love, let's get it on. Oh. Okay, I need to get my teacup. Oh, my knees. Yeah, Gracie's been sick. She's had really bad diarrhea again. So I think it was because she has rice. She's fine with rice. I'm gonna have to sew that piece again. She's fine with rice, but I made rice and steel cut oats and sweet potato, and I think it's the steel cut oats that has messing with her bowels. But with so many repeating fabrics, it's not hard to get some same blocks close together. But even if they are close together, if they're kitty corner, doesn't matter. Okay. All right. Oh, I can't believe how beautiful that's popping in color. Eh? I can't believe that's beautiful. Awesome. Okay. Let's shut the iron off. Don't want to leave it on. I had a bad experience as a child with an iron that was left on. Okay. Now, let's start the next row. I'm going to make another one for Briar after I'm finished this one. Just because, you know, I've redone 2 of his quilts and they're not that great. So I think I can make him one for Christmas if I really get on it. But I'm not going to overdo it. Okay. All right. So, okay. Well, he'll be getting a letter with it saying, enjoy, this is the last of Aunt Bev's quilts you're ever going to get. Because, you know, even if I live to 80, okay, I don't know how long my hands are going to, you know, I don't want that one yet. I don't know how long my hands are going to, you know, be there for me, so to speak. Or my mind, for that matter. It looks so much better than if I had tried to build a quilt around those panels. I'm so glad I ripped them apart and redid it. Nope. I'm going to do it this way. Okay, my kettle is boiled. I'll be right back. Come on, come on, come on. Darling, stop beating around the bush. Why, let's get it on. Okay, let me go get my tea. Oh. Okay. Oh. I have to make soap this week sometime too. Oh. Oh. All right. How many people we got here? 57. Everybody say hi. Okay? Everybody say hello. So that I can shout you out. Yeah. All righty, let's click out the participation lit here. Participants list. Hello, Autumn Gypsy. And again, happy birthday. Cindy Metroff, Claire Quinn, Donna Benson Leitner. Hey, darling. That's my cousin. That's my cousin. Donna Benson Leitner is my cousin. And trust me, I practiced learning how to spell her name. Benczenleitner. Gypsy Mama Grizzliger, Happy Guy, Joanne Anderson, Joe Mama, Karen Voller, Kathy Pinkstuff, Linda Bopp, Monet the Mascot, Rosie Slade, S. Bender, Suze B, Terry Lee, the Bee Lady Apiary, Tina Elliott, and Yellow Bird up high in banana tree. Now, how do I get back? Okay, here we go. And we put it on live chat. There we go. Okay. Uh-oh. What's going on? My computer froze. Are you kidding me? There we go. Donna is Mary Jane's older sister. Okay. Well, I'm glad to see you, Grizzly Girl. The channel, the disruption of switching channels is starting to settle down. And yes, there's a lot of quilting going on this channel, but that doesn't mean that's all it's going to be, right? I'm going to be canning soon, and I'll be sitting down peeling a bushel of tomatoes, so I'll probably go live then, too. Let's see, what else do we want in here? Oh, I haven't seen one of them. Let's do that. I like this one. Let's get it on. When we had my 25th wedding anniversary pig roast, I did a quilt that had been started by my Aunt Jane and finished by me, and it was in the raffle, and Cousin Donna won it. Me too. I love this little pink sewing machine. But someday, I'm going to get it, I'm going to get my other ones fixed. And so I can put this one in the motorhome for when we travel. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What was the kids' show, guys? I am loving this little machine. Now, I wouldn't want to really do anything like heavy denim work or anything, but it's doing amazing. I have so many to do. I'm missing the chat here. Sesame Street, thank you. Apparently Sesame Street has really changed. Someone told me that Bert and Ernie came out as gay. I don't know about that, but let's do... Ooh, yeah, let's do an orange one. Oh, wait, I got to do one of the other ones. I have to do one of these. I get all caught up in the colors, you know. Let's do this one. And you what it today? I got some 8.5 by 11 sheets of cotton made so you can print a picture on them with your printer and sew it on anything. Wow. Really? My daughter do quilts for her kids for Christmas. She just started and has 2 tops done so far and 3 to go. Oh, I'm glad, Donna. I'm really glad. I'm sick and tired of hearing that everything goes back to the DEA. What's the DEA? Drug Enforcement Agency? Isn't that what that is? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. I can do the tops, but now the inside and back, not the inside and backing. Well, you know what, honey? It's not difficult. Look up my simple tied quilt. I actually, this isn't the first time I've given a quilt away online. You know that, eh? I gave a quilt away that I did. I sewed it all together, and then because I didn't use a frame, I just laid it. I sewed it all together. And then when I layered it together on my table, and then I safety pinned it all along it, and then I just started tying it, and I used the safety pins to hold it in place. It's not hard. You don't need a quilt frame to quilt, folks. Especially if you're tying it. You know what I mean? People are going to love it no matter what. And guess what? When this quilt came to me, if you remember the first video, it was in tatters. But Mikey said, you just make sure I get it back. So, mine is queen size panda bear with green background with bamboo. Totally awesome. Oh, that sounds beautiful. What's going on here? Oh. My tension's off. Let's see if that helps. I'm going to put this through again. It seems to sew better on the slow mode. The fast mode can mess up your tension on the back for some reason. I mean, there are some things you gotta work around, right? But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why not? You know what I do? I have a friend who, instead of doing a lining and then a backing, she buys fleece fabric and then ties it together with no lining because the fleece is warm enough. I mean, there's no end of ways you can make a quilt. Trust me. It does not have to be complicated. I wanted to add another pot to can my diced tomatoes. I didn't have a rack to put at the bottom, so I decided to try a dish towel. No, as long as they're sealed, no. And if there's dish towels, did you fold it, honey? Or you can put, even if you just put a wire rack, round wire cake rack in the bottom. That's what I do sometimes, right? I'll be canning this week, that's for sure. Ooh, that didn't look. There we go. Let's see if I fixed the tension. Yes, I did. Alrighty. Yeah, guys. Whoops. The only time I bought batting was for the wedding quilts. I use, like, Mikey's blanket. Here. This is the blanket. That was the quilt. See, it's still got some fabric tied to it, right? I'll be taking these all off, but it's thin enough. And I'm using a Toronto Maple Leafs sheet for the backing because my family's big Leaf fans. Except for, like, Arthur. I don't know. He's not that into hockey, I don't think. But Briar is the family Leaf fan. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's do this way. Let's get it on. Well, cotton batting is actually good, but it's really expensive. What I used to do, and what I still do, is I would go to thrift stores and I would look for wool blankets, like Hudson's Bay blankets. And I would use those for liners. And you can hand quilt through them. I've done it. Wait a minute. Okay, let's get this pin together. Let's get it on. That's got that stuck in my head. Must be Howie's new handsome haircut, you know? Ba-dum-bum-bum. He's out in the motorhome. He's out there watching TV, so not to disturb my live stream. And after this live stream is done, I'm going to be doing my patrons live stream because I have not forgotten that it is Monday. But after I do this, I'm going to put my chicken in the oven, and then I'm going to go do my live, and then supper will be just about ready after that. And Howie and I are going to sit down and watch some television. Probably a movie of some sort. We started watching the Sopranos last night because we only ever watched a couple of those episodes. But the truth is, it's not my cup of tea anymore. And I used to love that show. So it's not my brand of stuff. Oh my God! We finished watching The Rest of Us. And what's his name? Pablo. He played Joel. He died. They killed him off in this series, and it's enough to make me not want to see it again. You know what I mean? I don't have any hormones. What are you talking about? I gave up hormones when I gave up my ovaries. And you know why? I went mental for, I don't know, a little while. I had a few weeks of unstable emotions. But after that, I'm back to my normal crazy self. So the doctor said, well, because I told my doctor, I had a total meltdown 5 days after losing my ovaries. And Howie had to walk me out onto the deck because I had a scar, an incision right up my belly. But he had to walk me out onto the deck so I could scream at the sky until I couldn't catch my breath. And that was my big meltdown after my ovaries. After that, I started to come back to normal, you know? Besides, that's not Howie's song. Howie's song is, I don't need a whole lot of loving. I don't need a big fine car. I got everything that a girl could want. I got more than I could ask for. I don't have to run around. I don't have to stay out all night. 'Cause I got me a sweet loving fella, and he knows just how to treat me right. Well, my baby, he's alright. Well, my baby, he's clean out of sight. Don't you know that he's some kind of wonderful? Yes, he is. Whoops. Did I lose my thing there? Nope. Oh, come on. I got a bit of a blues singer in my soul, you know what I mean? What the heck? Did I go through that thread already? No, not quite. That's how you get a song out of your head. You sing something different that you like. Now that's going to be stuck in my head the rest of the day. Okay, Joanne. Love you. Some kind of wonderful, yes it is. That's right. That's right, Dana. All right. Hey, Shell Bell. It's been a while. Where you been, woman? This is my Shell Bell with the dog and neighbor issues years ago, right? Or have I got a different Shell Bell? I'm going to start this one over because that just did not. That's a little too close to the edge. Don't you know that it is some kind of wonderful? Okay. Karen Voller, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, I'm finally just about over my. I still get the occasional hot flash, but apparently that's from my my antidepressants. So I just got something I gotta live with. Pin out. At 36, a week of moodiness and hot flashes, then back to normal. I begged them to take my uterus. I begged them. We won't take a healthy uterus. I said, yeah, well, you're going to end up taking it eventually. You might as well do it now. The reason I was there having 2 surgeries in the same operating room, first my ovaries and then my hernias, 2 different surgeons. The reason it was done like that is because I have a really hard time with pain management after the fact. So, but she still wouldn't take my uterus. Did I leave a pin in there? Nope. Really? I'm going to ask my doctor to look up my files from that surgery because I never saw the gynecologist again after that. And that gynecologist, so she never told me. The general surgeon told me that the gynecologist spent 30 minutes taking out my ovaries, and it was over 2 hours fixing my the general surgeon was 2 hours fixing my hernias. But she said she saw my ovaries, and she said they were nasty. But I never got any farther than that, so I'd like to know what the hell was wrong with them. Started periods at 9 years old and finished at 57. Oh my God. I was 12. There were times when people didn't even come on their periods till like they were 14, 15. And that was the norm. But because there's so many hormones and stuff, and growth hormones and hormones in our food, that kids were getting earlier and earlier coming into their menses. So I had 2 cesareans, Karen. My cousin Kathy had 4. And I don't know how she did it, honestly. Because it was hard carrying Briar after the first C-section. And I still tried to have him naturally. What a dope. What a moron. What have I been? I had twice a month for 3 years. They refused to do anything. My body lost so much blood, I was a zombie. Turned out my B12. Yeah, B12 is really, really important. I'm going to actually look into getting some B12 shots because of my gastric bypass in 2005. Food goes through me a lot faster, so I don't get as many nutrients. Like they say, oh, you shouldn't have an iron deficiency, after menopause. And it's like, that's not necessarily true. Because of my gastric bypass, I don't absorb like I'm supposed to. Right? Ooh, almost missed a pin. You know how I'll know if I missed a pin? Because I have exactly the amount of pins I need to pin this together. All right, on goes the iron. We are more than halfway done, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 done, 5 to go. Gotta thank Nan for my ironing board. Oh my God. Okay. Whoops. Oh, I can't believe how beautiful this is turning out. I can't wait to be able to sit down and quilt on it. Briar's is going to be finished right here on the dining room table, and I will go live for that. Oh, you know what? Oh no, I put one in. Whew. Thought I missed a reclaimed block, but it was this one. So mad when I reclaimed Arthur's very first quilt, reclaimed some fabric from it and made him a quilt, and then it got stolen on him. I think he was staying over at a friend's place when they had a party and somebody stole it. Something along those lines. Yeah. Now is there anybody got a sweet little fella like mine? There's got to be somebody got a sweet little fella like mine. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? I am so happy with how this is turning out. So happy. How long have I been on here? I think I should do another row. You guys up to another row? Oh, yeah, don't look at my messy kitchen. Tomorrow's my day off, and that's the day I do most of my cleaning. But I am going to be working, that's for sure. What, bee lady? Do you remember Sherry from... Yeah, she passed away. Yeah. Yeah, that she passed away several months ago. She had a weight loss surgery, and she lost a bunch of weight. But then they went to... there's something they do in the States that they make your stomach pouch. I think she had a sleeve, and then she went to get what I had, which is a Roux-en-Y gastric bypass, and she couldn't eat after that. and it killed her. It slowly killed her over a year. And I miss her so much. I still have her apron that says, "Shut your lid and can it." Yeah, I miss Sherry. You have no idea, folks, how many people I've lost since I've been on here. Lady B, Glow moving on 04, Sherry Leach. Remember Malka? Malka died. I mean, just so many people, right? Hey, Mark, how are you doing, sweetheart? All right, what time? Whoa, fuck! Fuck! I just spilled tea on it. Son of a... Ah! Son of a birch. Ah! Well, it's going to get washed anyway. And I doubt it's going to stain much. No, it's not. Hit mostly the blue top thing. Hey, honeydew. Just ordered that little sewing machine from Walmart. $37.88. I paid $87 Canadian. All right, you know what? I'm going to sew the row on the other end this time. Oh God, it was on the. I am on the other end. Okay. Do I have time for? Let me look at the time here. Do I have time? I got time for another row. You guys okay with me doing another row? Well, I mean, it's going to get washed anyway. Once the quilt is assembled, it's going to be washed. Some kind of wonderful. Some kind of wonderful, yes it is. And I gotta, after this row, I have to start dinner. And then do my patrons live. Hey patrons, do you mind sitting through me sewing, or would you rather just us have a conversation at my desk? Totally up to you. But I feel like I'm under a time crunch these days. Oh, as is. Oh no, I need another blue. What am I talking about? I know, isn't it? And it's not like those little $29 ones. I've had those before and they're crap. Are you okay, Gracie? I'm starting to feel like my Aunt Jane. Whenever we went to visit her, her dining room table was covered in projects. Thank you, firefighter. All right. When I hold her in my arms, it sets my soul on fire. Ooh, when my baby kisses me, my heart becomes filled with desire. When he wraps his loving arms around me, about drive me out of my mind. Yeah, when my baby kisses me, chills run up and down my spine. Well, my baby, he's alright. Well, my baby, he's clean out of sight. Don't you know that he is? He's some kind of wonderful. Stand-up comedy? Yeah, well, most of my one-liners, they just come and go, and then I forget, you know? I am a senior almost. Oh, good. You should get it tomorrow. Oh, wonderful, Celeste. Oh, I'm so happy. You're going to love it. Be careful, though. Quilting is addictive. as hell. But it's a good addiction. Unless, of course, it, puts you in the poorhouse. I have done so many quilts on this channel, showing you guys how to recover them, how to make them without a quilt frame, how to use batting, how to quilt, how to tie. I've got enough quilting videos on this channel that nobody should ever worry about questions. You know what I mean? I need something brighter. Let's put this pink one in here. 19 days. Wow. I'll be 62 in January. Now remember, folks, the seed and greeting card exchange is only for North America. And there's separate email address so that I can get American people together, and the other email address is for Canadians. And Linda has put the link in the comments so that you can go ahead and look and find the, open the video. You don't have to watch it. The instructions and the email addresses for this year's greeting card seed exchange are in the show more info box below that video. Ah! Beverly, what are you doing? I'm going to have to sew that again. Because that was just a little too close at the end. I have no problem re-sewing a line if I've gone awry, and I have no problem taking it out if I have to. Okay. 5, 6, 7. All right, it's time to do another one of these. Oh, I only got 3 left. But that's okay. Can I get a witness? Not a wet nurse, a witness. Can I get a witness? Get over there. Sing me a song of the last that is gone, over the sea to sky. My brother Bob's birthday would have been on the 24th of September. And I'm going to be, so he'd be 65 this fall. No, 64. Yeah, 64 this fall he would be. He never even made it to old age pension. My poor brother. It's one of the reasons I force myself to stay lady. Well, hopefully we'll have a live stream between now and then, lady. And we'll sing you a happy birthday song. What color do I want? I don't have a lot of... Ooh, there you go, my girl. Let's do the watermelon. There's some watermelon. Yeah, active is you know, even though, like somebody said to me, maybe, you know, when I put my back out, like, yeah, think about this. And on Easter, I had a constipation that put me in a hospital. Then my knees went, and I had to get shots in my knees. And then my back went. And someone, frig off. And someone said, Bev, you need to give up gardening. And I said, look it, when I get too rickety and too old to play in the dirt, you might as well just shovel it over me. Thank you, Aunt Jane, for that line. My Aunt Jane. God love her. There's fabric from her in this. This this tiny blue spotted fabric is from my Aunt Jane's stash. I got some of my Aunt Jane's fabric still. And someone said, how do you remember what fabric came from who? I said, because I remember when I got it. Right? I remember any fabric that's special, I remember. Right? Okay. Exactly, Jazzy. Well, God willing, when my disability rebate comes in, because it's backdated, it's only a payment a year, but it's backdated, that I have enough for my teeth and for new garden beds. I can get a stair lift secondhand, but I'd have to have it professionally installed. No. You can babysit me. What are we talking about, Noreen? Actually, I went to cleaning stables at 15. I wasn't a big babysitting fan. Got more hot chicks from people. Hot checks from people. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one's done. All right. Let's get it pinned on. Yeah, not always, because we're busy ladies. But yeah, I talk to Noreen now and again on Facebook in Messenger. She's had a rough go of it. She's had to have a hip replacement surgery, and someone said, "Oh, she dyed her hair blonde." No, she just stopped dyeing her hair. Naturally. Oh no, Bev, you got to pin this together. I know, and I just need a straight one for the left side of my stairs, and I'll get it professionally. Like I'll get a Stairmaster, not a Stairmaster, but one of those ones. You know what I mean? Because they come with lifetime warranties, and when you buy a secondhand one, you can get them to come. You got to pay them. But you can get them to come and put it in for you. You know what I mean? Can you guys even see what I'm doing here? 33 stalls every day. I used to work in the bush when I was 7. I started babysitting at 9 for family, and there was always family close by. Like down the street or in the apartment below, or right. And I got my first paycheck job at 14 working in Anderson's Motel and Tavern as a dishwasher. My first paycheck was $16. I think I made $1.11 an hour back then. How are you, Lisa? I'm not looking up as often. That's why Linda is the official greeter, as well as Seashell when she's here. But it's it is Labor Day weekend, so we don't know what people are doing, right? I have one burning question. How come Howie sleeps in the basement? Totally confused. Wow, you really have been away for a while, Mark. Well, here's the deal. Hang on a second. I'll tell you while I pin this together. At one point, we had 4 dogs, so we got a king-size bed. And even so, we went. That king-size bed's downstairs in the guest room. We went to a polar plunge, the last polar plunge Howie did, the one in Toronto. And we had thought Nan was going to come with us, but she never answered her phone for 2 weeks. She had said she wanted to come. So we rented a hotel room on New Year's Eve with 2 queen beds in it. And as we were on our way to pick her up, she said, I'm not going to Toronto. I'm bringing Jim home from the home, and we're going to do a dinner and la, 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 la. And I said, well, you could have told me that because you said you wanted to come. Anyway, we ended up with these 2 really nice queen beds. And Howie and I walked into the room and we looked at each other and said, which one do you want? And what ended up happening is we got the best night's sleep. So we decided to put 2 double beds in our room because I'm a chronic pain sufferer. And I also have insomnia. And so I'm up and down all night. And I have a weak bladder. I'm up and down all night. And Howie, the spare bed we gave to Briar today was down in the spare room. And one night we had company or whatever. Yeah, Mom was sleeping in the bed opposite me because she couldn't do the stairs. And Howie slept downstairs. And it just stuck. He sleeps in the motorhome in the summertime, which is where he's out watching TV right now. And in the winter, he moves in, he comes back in and he sleeps downstairs. And we both, at this point in our lives, Mark, it's no longer about, we could snuggle. Every time we go to the races, we sleep together. Trust me, we get our snuggles in. We get them in on the couch. We get them in. If I need a snuggle before I sleep, I'll get into bed and I'll say, Howie, come and snuggle me. Okay? But the truth is, at our age, with mostly my health issues, it's more important that we get a good night's sleep than we sleep together. You understand? The motorhome for the air conditioning. That's right. I sleep all over the house, just us 2 in 4 bedrooms. I talk and Howie snores, right? And when I get into bed, it takes me hours to get to sleep. A lot of you will notice. Hey, Linda? Because I send TikToks and stuff out, right? So that's why, I did it again. Thank God. Oh my God. You know what? I'm quitting for the day. I got to wipe up this tea. Give me a minute. Damn it, Janet. So that's why, okay? I got to clean up and then I've got to go. I got to start dinner and then I've got to go and do my live stream with my patrons. All right? In our house, love means making sure each other gets a good night's sleep. Take care. God bless. And I'll probably see you tomorrow. Love you.